Have some breaking inputs coming in, and now various sectors have started responding to this. Exporters have called it a severe setback. 55% of shipments will directly be affected. The 50% tariff definitely imposes a cost burden. Exporters will face a 30 to 35% disadvantage. So first reaction coming in from the exporters. Let's go across to Rishabh. And this is a genuine concern that is coming in from various sectors. The exporters have responded to the impact that this will have.
Well, Swati, if we talk about this whole tariff triad that we are talking about and the way things are unfolding, in last 72 hours, first came the 25% tariff on India, then came a statement which is rhetoric coming in from Washington that India is buying Russian oil, and then came the 25% over and above tariff last evening. India has now finally responded very strongly, saying that what U.S. is doing is unjustified and should not have happened. Why signaling out India? Apart from that, if we talk about how things are unfolding, yes, our exporters have casted their views on this, but India is very clear, and this is very clear from Prime Minister's statement as well, that come what may, we will not compromise on our labor-intensive markets. Dairy and agriculture are the two markets that India sees as a red line and cannot open it to the United States. GM, the genetically modified crops is something that India will not agree to. Most of the MAGA states right now in the United States are pro-GM, and that's the reason that US is pushing on it. So India is very clear that they are not going to budge into the pressure from Washington, and that's the reason that this statement is coming out. It is very unjustified. If we talk about, let's agree to Donald Trump saying that India is importing Russian oil, and that's the reason that these penalties and tariffs are being slapped on India. 38% of total Russian export comes to India. 47% of that goes to China. Has there been any tariff because of Russian crude oil import on China? No. When it comes to pipe gases, or for that matter LNG, the LNG, 50% of Russia's export go to EU. No word from Washington. Washington itself imports uranium, imports fertilizers and chemicals for its industries. Not very important for the national interest. Still, the duplicity of Washington is quite clear. So now India is very clear that we are not going to succumb to the pressure. We'll hold our ground, and we will ensure that the trade agreement, if it is signed with the United States, is mutually beneficial.
Yes, well, the Prime Minister today gave a very big message, like you were mentioning, Rishabh, that farmers' interest will be protected. National interest is above everything. He in fact also said, I may have to pay a price for this, and I'm ready for it. Rishabh? Okay, I think we've lost that line with Rishabh. We'll try and connect with him again. Let's once again listen into what the Prime Minister said about keeping the farmers' interest and the national interest above everything else.
भारत अपने किसानों के, पशुपालकों के और मछुआरे भाई बहनों के हितों के साथ कभी भी समझौता नहीं करेगा।